Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Megha and I'm a watercolor artist based in Bangalore, India. And today we are going to try this fun, cute magnets which are made from upcycled bottle lids like this. So this is old lid metal one, and then I usually use this glass bottles for my watercolors, and what we are going to use is put some magnets behind the lids. And with glass bottle you can do a number of things. For me, I make vases out of them, I make pencil holders, and of course glass can be recycled, so I do that, and I put propagate plants in it, and I also use it for my watercolors as I mentioned before. And so I have lots of these lids lying around with me. So today we'll try this fun. So all you need is a few basic things, and you can turn this into beautiful home decor. Okay, so first you have to cut circles out of your 100% cotton watercolor paper, and then using the side of the scissors you can just give it a rugged look like this, and just scrap it a little bit to give that old worn out look to it. So you have to do that to both the discs, and then in the end you can use the glue and stick it to your lids. You can use any type of glue whichever you have available with you, and whichever is suitable for sticking paper to this metal here. And then you'll need magnets. You can use a huge, those round ones. I don't have that with me, so I'm using a few tiny ones. Then these circles that we have cut before and prepared, it's a number 8 watercolor brush and some watercolors here, water, and a pair of scissors for cutting that, and some tissue. So this is all the materials that we need, and also we'll need a black fine liner pen which is waterproof, so we'll be using that to draw our illustration. So I'm thinking of doing something that is really fun and cool, like I'll just do a little mug here, and on that let's draw some hearts, and then maybe we can do a nice summer plant like a succulent or a cactus in it, and then we will give vintage effect. So this lids also, if you want, you can go ahead and paint them, but since I'm doing this vintage effect magnets, I'm not going to paint them because they're already rugged and rusty. So I'm loving that look, so I don't want to paint them. Otherwise you can always give them a fresh coat of paint with either chalk paints, acrylic paints, and you can use a sponge or a brush to apply that, and then other steps you can just repeat. So here's the first one, a nice cute summer succulent, and then the other one I'm doing polka dots since we are doing vintage, so I'm doing this kind of design, and maybe we can do a very simple cactus on this one, and then make a few spikes here and there. And then once this is nice and dry, the black ink, then we'll go ahead and start the coloring part, and make sure that it is nice and dry, otherwise when you go and color it will all smudge up. So here's the technique for getting that vintage effect. I'm doing the background first, so I'm going to do wet on wet, and I'll apply some water on the background of both of these, and then we'll use some brown and black and some red, and just to create that vintagey look. You can already see the paper looks a little worn out and old, and as we color this will get more life. So just I'm doing this on the sides, and I'm not worrying too much about getting it very even because that's how we want it. It's like same technique. You can also use coffee staining technique, and instead of this you can stain it with coffee as well. And then here I'm dropping some black with the tip of the brush, and then it will spread and create a nice vintage look. And then after this I'll take some red and then put that as well. So once this dries and blends in nicely, we can also lift it up a little bit if it's too bright later on, and then once it's nice and dry it will look like it's worn out and rusted. So the same technique we'll try on this one. Maybe a slightly different brown we can use here. So this one I'm trying reddish brown, and then the same way, same technique I'll be using by using the tip of the brush and then applying black and red to get this vintagey touch. So this is a very quick and fun way of upcycling and recycling, reusing the stuff that you have lying around in your home. And if you create something with your own hands, it's always fun and nice to try. Now let's start with the pots. So for this cup, I'm going to do this beautiful and fun pink, the opera pink, but we are keeping it very light because we want it to be vintagey. So only one side I'm keeping bright and other parts will stay very, very light. Once this is done, we'll hop on to another one, and since that is a red lid, I'm thinking of doing red on that as well, on the pot of the other one. And then again I'm adding those brown dots to just bring that rusty effect in the cup as well. So let's try a cool and fun red here, which is also a very nice retro color, and with the polka dots and all, it's giving really good vintage feels. So just like this, and also we can lift up a little bit color and add those blacks and browns to again bring that vintage touch to the spot as well. Once we are done with this, we'll hop on and do our plants. So now let's go ahead and do our cactus and succulent, and do keep in mind that this is not very like very expert level watercolor. This is very easy and simple, and anybody can give it a try. If you're not able to draw these, you can always trace the illustrations, or you can just print them out and then draw them. So you can use any technique. So I'm just applying color, lifting a little bit color from here and there, and adding some little bit more color at some places. So it's very simple. There's no high-end technique in this. And then for the green, I'm using a different shade of green for this one, and I'll just do a few leaves with the same color and then a few light and a few dark, so that much is enough to create a great variation and a little bit drama in this one. Alrighty, so these are now done. We'll just go ahead and stick them to our lids, and we don't need to stick the magnet because it sticks both ways, and then this will be ready to decorate. So here we are. These are looking super duper cute and I'm loving them, and I'm going to use more of my extra lids which are lying around and make more of these. So I hope you enjoyed this. Do give this a try and share it with me. I upload new videos every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check the videos out, and I will see you in my next video next Friday. Thank you and bye bye.